Trying to see. Is it live? Hey, it is live. Hey, what's up, everybody? Truthwaves here. Let's go. Feeling motivated. Heck yeah. Um, Obviously, this is a different setup than before. Um, but yeah, it's actually pretty cool because I just got my camera for my laptop. So then that way, like I can actually like have something, readily available, easier access, things like that. And then obviously it's in my room, so it's a little bit different. Rocking my Marines hoodie, so that's pretty cool. Got some of my uniforms over here. Um, but yeah, it's not the best room. This is only temporary as far as what is it for going live purposes. I want to, kind of get a table situated somewhere in the house, so then that way it'll be a little bit better in that right. Um, but yeah, this is me going live from my laptop this time. As you can see, I shook my laptop, but I just wanted to say that I made a post earlier on Instagram, and that was for my buddy Fabian, Fabian Kitwange. All right, now you're probably wondering, like, what? That's a crazy sounding name. Um, he is not from America. He's from Tanzania, and that in itself is pretty cool because there's not many people that are like, oh, I got a friend in Tanzania. Most people don't even know where Tanzania is. Nothing against, so to speak, Americans. Um, is the fact that it's next to Somalia. So if y'all know where Somalia is, it's over on the eastern side of Africa. Um, but that's just to give you, so to speak, an idea of where it is. Me and him met on this app. What is it called? It's actually called Hello Pal. Yeah, I know. It sounds pretty stupid, but what was it? I'm trying to think. Hello Pal was this app that was using whenever I was younger. I actually met Fabian when I think I was 14. Um, and I feel so bad. I forget how old he is. I forget how old he is. I think he turned 29 not too long ago. Yeah, yeah, 29. Um, don't ask me how old he is, but you know what? I'm just gonna go with 29. Um, but yeah, so I met Fabian through this app called Hello Pal. I'm not sure if it's still around. I had it on my phone and I was able to use it very easily. So then that way I could communicate from one side of the globe all the way to the other. Essentially, it's just a way to have different pen pals from different countries. So let's say you'd have a ton of people from America, and then you'd have a ton of people from somewhere else. Hey, what's up, man? I'm doing good. I'm doing good, bro. Actually, I'm doing really good. Just chilling. I finally got my camera going for my laptop, so I don't have to hold my phone, and it's not as shaky. Is the volume good, by the way? Even though I only have two viewers, I don't want to be too loud, but I don't want to be too soft. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all? I don't know, but yeah. So where was I? So back to it. So yeah, it's good. All right, appreciate you, bro. Um, so yeah, so Hello Pal was essentially just the. It's a little raspy, but it's good. Okay, okay, appreciate it. Um, so the thing with Hello Pal, it's essentially just a way to communicate from someone that's from America to someone that's from Greece or China or Russia or Latvia or even Australia, pretty much anywhere across the globe. And it was actually kind of cool because I had people that I talked to from Russia. I had people I talked to from Ukraine. I had people that I talked to from Germany. I had people that I talked to from China. But the main people that were on that app were people from the Middle East as well as China, and then a few different European countries, and then a few South American countries, and then a handful of Americans. So back to Fabian. I met Fabian through this app. I wasn't sure if it was me or him that messaged each other, but I definitely remember my mom and dad were getting on to me. They were like, "You're 14. You need to be careful about messaging like grown people on that app." And I'm like, "Man, I'm 14. Plus, it's like I was very intelligent. You know, it's not like I was my brothers. They were a little bit slower, so I could kind of hold my own in that aspect." So either way, we messaged each other, and dude was super chill, like super chill. Like I would do anything for this dude. Like he's my homie. You know what I mean? So Fabian has been a good friend of mine since I was about 14. Um, all he does is, he loves to travel. He takes his time, and he doesn't have a lot, but what he does have a lot of is in his heart. And that's like one of the biggest things that really caught my attention to him, is because he's very respectable. And being from Tanzania, it's not always the best for him, and he's admitted that. But he's always had a good heart. He's always had a good head on his shoulders, and he loves the people that are around him. And for me, that's the biggest thing that matters. So I just wanted to, kind of dedicate this video to him. But I'm definitely going to be talking about some other people as well. Um, but yeah, no, he's been close friend with me since I was 14, and yeah, I remember the first time he sent me something. He sent me a what was it? He sent me a little like art picture. I don't know how to explain it, but it was something that was local, and I kept it with me. Unfortunately, I can't find it right now. It's probably packed away somewhere. I still haven't gotten everything that's moved out, um, like boxes wise, but it's probably packed up somewhere. So yeah. But another cool thing is, when I was in Spain, and I remember this. I told him like, "Look, bro, I want to get you something for like your birthday, or get you something while I'm out traveling," because he loves to travel, and honestly, it would have been really cool for him. So what I did was I came over to this little shop area, and I got him a scarf, I got him a cigar, and then I got him like a cup, like a novelty cup. So then that way he can have, and he could be like, "Whoa, you know what? That's pretty cool." And next thing you know, like, what was it? 3 months later, I get a video that he sent me through WhatsApp, and it's just him like be like, "Bro, I love you so much, bro. I have your gift here." And next thing you know, he's just smoking a cigar, and that's the cool thing about him too, is like he's so chill and he's so down to earth. Like, this dude is a homie, and hopefully one day, I'll be able to go and see him. Fabian Kitwange, living over in Mbeya. It's a small, well, not small city, but it's one of the more it's one of the cities in Tanzania. I forget how big it is, but it's definitely a lot smaller than Dar es Salaam. What cigars do you recommend? Um, honestly, I'm not like a big cigar guy. Um, I don't I don't get anything like specific. I just look for something that's relatively cheap. And most people that are really into cigars will look at me and they'll be like, "Oh, this guy isn't like into cigars." It's more of just like a relaxation type of thing. Flavor, that's just me. different cigars have different flavors. Because what happens is they actually, I don't know how to explain it. They saturate the the tobacco leaves in certain flavors, like certain additives to give it a specific type of flavor. So for me, I prefer like earthy or like more like gritty type of flavor. There just depends on what you get. There's like cherry, chocolate, vanilla, like there's a ton of different flavors. Um, but I usually what is it? I usually just go for something that's cheap, kind of that earthy flavor as far as cigars go, but that's just me. So, but I can definitely show you some time as far as like what cigars to get. Maybe I'll make a video on it, but yeah, that's just me. Let's see. For real, you should go see him. You've known him for a while. Ah, bro. I gotta actually uh I have to request a visa to go see him since Tanzania isn't one of the countries that I can just go to right away. So I have a passport right now, but I would have to go through the embassy that's over there, request a visa, and that could take anywhere from, it said online, 3 months to 6 months. And right now I don't have the time, but hopefully, I'll be able to have the time later on. Right now I'm currently transitioning from being in the Marines and then getting out. So like, I'm not sure what's going to happen, but we'll see what happens. If I do have the time, I'll definitely go out there and see him. Fabian is probably like, he's up there. He's like one of my closest friends. Even though I've never met him, I have never met this guy. I have never met this guy, and like he's down to earth for sure. You should make a video on that too. A whole ass vlog meeting him. I'd watch. Yeah, for sure, for sure. What else? So what I was saying is, honestly, it's just more about like personal stories and whatnot. Uh, Besides Fabian, I gotta say that I gotta say that I have two other close friends that I can definitely count on. But there's a handful of people that I could go over. And honestly, I'm gonna go over Hoke. Yep, yep, Hoke. Tanner Hoke. This fine gentleman right here. Yep. Tanner Hoke has been one of the biggest supporters in not only the Truthwaves podcast, but Truthwaves in general. He's been, supportive in my personal life as well as military career, and he's been there through a lot of my ups and downs, trials and tribulations, everything that's going on. And honestly, I I probably wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him because I went through a lot of stuff a few years ago, and he was there to talk with me, to talk about everything that was going on in my life, being supportive, listening to me. Um, this kind of took a sad turn. I ain't gonna cry. I ain't gonna cry or nothing like that. But nah, um, he's awesome. He's honestly awesome. I met him when I came back from deployment. So I went in deployment in, what was it? It was 2021, and I came back at the end of 2021, and I came back to a different unit, my home unit, the unit I was originally at, and that was CLR 27 Comco. Everybody loved Comco. Loved Comco. No, I'm just playing. Everybody hated Comco. For whatever reason, no matter what, there was always going to be someone complaining. And that's just the military. But me coming back to Comco, you know, I had some experience behind my belt, being around other Marines, leading people, talking to people, things like that. But I was salty. I was salty. I ain't going to lie. I am not going to lie. But there was this young Marine, I say young Marine, coming into the Marine Corps. What's com? Okay, okay. You're asking what Comco is? All right, so Comco is essentially a communications company. All right, so there was a handful of people in this communications company, and I was part of the maintenance platoon. So with that, it's just fixing communications gear like laptops, radios, different networking systems. The list goes on. Can't really talk about like the specifics. I mean, I could, but really doesn't matter. In essence, Comco was established so then that way we could communicate within our different units within the Marine Corps in Camp Lejeune, in that area specifically. So, yeah, like I was saying, came back to Comco and I met this young Marine. And I say young again, incoming into the Marine Corps. He was older than me. Oh man, he was 28 years old, and I was what, 21, 22? Yeah, I was 22 by then. And this guy, super chill, you know, laid back. But the thing with him is he cared a lot about family, a lot about family. And in a way, he joined the Marine Corps as like part of it was that way he could be a better father in a way. you know I mean, me and him had those conversations. I won't go into details, but he cared a lot about family, and I care a lot about family too, so me and him connected very well. And me personally, I love talking to older people, so I was already used to it. And not that it was going to make a difference in the first place, but still, nonetheless. So I met Hoke, Lance Corporal type. He was a Lance Corporal. I was a corporal at the time. And dude was motivated, super, super motivated. Uh, and what I mean by motivated, he wanted to do the best he can at his job. He wanted to be physically fit. He wanted to be able to take care of his family. And me and him were on that same page. I wanted to be, good at my job. I wanted to be physically fit, and I wanted to be able to take care of the people around me. Not necessarily family, but like blood related, but every single Marine that I had under me was my family. And that's how I saw it. I may not have been the best leader, and I know that, but I definitely did take care of my Marines. There was many different times where I'd have to have their back. I did. And they know that. And a few of them are subscribed to me, watch my videos every now and again, hit me up. Um, but without Tanner Hoke, I would have been a different man. He opened up my eyes, to a lot of different things as far as, dating, as far as, you know, having tact. So essentially being more appropriate in your conversations, things of that nature. And, overall just motivation, wanting to be a Marine. Like I know that sounds kind of cringe, but oh man, like he was just super like pumped. All he cared about was taking care of the Marines and the people around him, and me and him meshed to that. And we used to go out, go to Sonic, have these long conversations. They'd be drawn out. It's like I'm talking to you guys, but except I'm talking to him, and he's just absorbing it all, and then he's like reflecting it back at me, and then we're just sitting there having those long conversations. We'd be sitting at the Sonic drive-in for like 30-45 minutes, talking about our different troubles, talking about just life in general. And it was awesome. It was an awesome experience to have, and I miss him. I really do. I miss experiencing that for myself, and hopefully, he'll be able to continue to be in my life. It's not the same aspect, but he's definitely been there for me. and I'll never forget him. But yeah, those are just two of the people that have been in my life. There's plenty of other people that I could go over. Honestly, there's so many different stories that I could talk about. Let's see. What should I talk about as far as personal stories? Um, ooh, here's a good one. Yep. So this dude named Zuniga, um, another young Marine. He was actually what was that? I think he was like a year older than me, maybe a year younger. There was this one time that I got a knock on my door. It was like 3 a.m. All right, and I'm crashed out, and I forget if it was a Sunday or a Monday, but Zuniga knocks on the door. I open the door, and he's like, "Hey, I need a ride to the airport," and I'm like, "All right, I got you, bro. I got you. No questions asked. Just immediately take him to the airport." And the ride was from Camp Lejeune all the way to Wilmington. And Wilmington, what was it? I think it was like almost a 2 hour drive, or maybe it was like an hour and a half. And it was crazy. It was crazy. Like, I was thinking to myself, I'm going to be tired the next day. But I did it for him. I did it for him because I cared and I loved him. And I would do anything for any of the people that were around me. That's kind of like the moral of the story to that, or at least just showing who I am. And I was always there for him. Anytime that, he needed to talk or have a conversation, I was able to be an ear for him. And that's really, kind of who I am, and that's kind of how, like, there's a mosquito. That's kind of how I want to lead, this whole truth waves in a way, is just being able to share my stories and being able to share everybody else's stories as well. I know it's just alive right now, but I want to go back, you know, going into Walmart, asking people questions. Some people may see, be like, oh, it's bothering people, but I want to be able to get out there, actually see the perspectives of everyone that's there. You know, I don't have it right. No single person has it right. So the truth is out there, and the truth is amongst many different people. And I want to bring the truth out, and I want to bring positivity, and I want to bring energy to the playing field. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all it's about. So that's kind of what it is. Um, oh, hey, what's up? Just wanted to. I was talking about all my friends from the years. I talked about Fabian. I talked about Hoke. I talked about a few other people too. Um, just sharing my personal experiences, where I want to lead the Truth Waves channel as a whole. Um, but honestly, that's where it comes down to, is being true to yourself and true to the people around you, and that's why I made this channel. I made this channel because not only did I see hurt in myself, I saw hurt in other people. I saw a lot of pain, I saw a lot of suffering, and this world needs positivity. This world needs people that are willing to stand up and actually change, bring light to different situations, bring light to, you know, the darkness, so to speak. But I'm getting off topic. I was talking about some good friends of mine. Um, and talking about that, there's another good friend of mine that I haven't mentioned, and that is Raha Shanabandi. I will never forget him. It's funny, funny. This dude, priceless, priceless. I met him in high school, and I think it was sophomore year. And believe it or not, obviously the name, sounds foreign. He isn't foreign. He was actually from Arkansas, and then he moved down to Texas. And me and him hit it off the bat. He was super chill, laid back, goofy as heck. Like, I'm talking like one of the goofiest persons I've ever met besides myself. He has his freaking thick glasses on. He's the man with the fanny pack. He literally had a fanny pack wherever he went. And there were so many people that put him down for the fanny pack. But I'd be like, nah, Raha, you rock that fanny pack, man. You rock that fanny pack. Honestly, like like every time I see him, I always give him a big hug. And that's because, I just love him. I love the people that are close to me. I love the experiences that I've had. And I want to be able to share my experiences with everyone else that's out there, that's either following me or watching me or just in my presence. And I want to bring that to people. I want to bring that to the world. I want to bring that, in the communities, wherever I walk, wherever I breathe, you know, and that's really what it's about. It's just spreading truth. Yeah. Yeah. And it's awesome. It's an awesome feeling. It really is. It's amazing. I'm thinking about doing these lives. I want to try and do them once a week. I'm debating whether or not I should do them on Sundays or Saturdays, whichever works better. Um, but hopefully, you guys can rewatch these videos, go back and see, everything that I did talk about. Um, it's honestly a wonderful experience, and hopefully, I'll be able to invite some other people on. Actually get like a genuine podcast going. Maybe invite some of my friends on. Be able to get their perspectives on different topics and things like that. But honestly, that's what it comes down to, is just being able to get out there, get the messages going, and nothing terrible. All positive. Focusing on the good, the bad, but just all encompassing just the truth and how you should be, and just life in general, and my own stories. That's all it pretty much is. That's all Truthwaves is. And that's the glory of it all. It's because it's a truth wave. And I'm here to spread the truth, spread my own truth, and spread, because no one's perfect. That's awesome. But that's just me. I didn't really have too much else to talk about. I just wanted to share a few stories, a few experiences I've had with some friends, things like that. I'll definitely be doing some more shorts. Um, Hopefully this year. I want to just revolutionize this channel. I want to take it off. I want to go. I want to go. And I need to put in that work. I need to talk to people. I need to make more content. And that's what I plan on doing, because honestly, this is a hobby for me. But at the same time, I definitely want to get messages out there of positivity and just knowledge on different subjects. And it'll be able to create a better world that we live in, and create a mindset, so to speak, amongst people that watch these videos, amongst people that come across this channel. And hopefully it'll brighten their day. Hopefully it'll, give them that energy that they need. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, you got to be able to invoke that. You got to have that confidence with you. You got to have that energy with you, and you got to maintain that. And you got to hone in on all of that. So that's what I plan on doing this new year. But honestly, this will be one of the last videos this year. Probably gonna do one or two tomorrow, and then that'll be it. But other than that, you know, I'll be doing these lives for about 30 minutes each time. But I'll definitely be signing off. If y'all need anything, if y'all have any questions, any comments, want to reach out to me, talk to me, um, just leave a comment below in any video, and I'll be able to reach out to you, message you, through YouTube and see what's up. But as always, everyone, stay true and stay blessed. Amen.